Alright, so right now it's been about a half an hour. So now we're going to add this brown sugar, which is 1 pound, inverted with 1 lime. So that's what I'm getting into. So you want to make sure you stir this right away, because you don't want the sugar burning or sticking to the bottom, because burnt sugar tastes horrible. Okay, so there's that. And then so we pre-portioned out all these hops into 1/4 ounce portions, and just gonna add 1/4 ounce, and then set the timer for another 5 minutes, and then rinse and repeat. Do it again until we come to 1 hour, and then at 1 hour gonna cool it, and I'll see you in a little bit. So we already added all the hops in here, and now it's time to chill the 2 gallons down to at least below 90 degrees. We're gonna add it to the chilled water that's in the fridge. So how I do that is, this is called a wort chiller. They're relatively expensive to buy. I made my own for about, I think it was 25 bucks. So, and then what you do, the water is hooked up to the faucet, and it runs through this coil of copper. Copper is an excellent heat conductor. And then it runs out to the sink. So the water from the faucet is not actually, or water goes out through the drain, is not actually touching the beer. So I made sure to sanitize this before I started. And then, so I'm gonna run the water through. And then the water runs out into here. And then, like, even right now, this is pretty hot. So we'll keep an eye on the temperature, probably be about 10 minutes or so, and then it'll be good. Sweet. Alright, so we got this to, let's see, what are we at? This is an amazing thermometer, by the way. Everybody run out and buy one. We're at, so a little bit below 100. The best thing about this wort chiller is that once you remove it, if you leave it plugged in, it's self-cleaning. You can use it to clean itself. So anyway, so now we're gonna pour. Okay, so we're gonna take this, strain it into our bucket, and then we're gonna take, our bucket has a spout on it, and then we're gonna use the spout to put it in the carboy. And after all that's done, I'll meet up with you guys again. Alright, so we put everything in here, cold water and the boil, so now this is considered the wort. Well, not yet, we haven't added yeast. So this is before yeast. I'm going to be checking the gravity, the original gravity of this. And I'm just using a household turkey baster. I also have this fancy test tube looking thing. And thermometer, which is another thing that I use. And then the hydrometer, which is pretty much just a lead weight in a glass tube with a rolled up piece of paper. So I've already pre-drawn this line to where I like to look at it, and that's the best place. An important thing is never put this back in there. I don't know, even though this is mine, I don't know where it's been. So first thing you do is take the temperature. Temperature is at 68 degrees. So that is pretty close to good. The hydrometer works at 60 degrees. So here I got a percentage of sugar, a potential alcohol by volume, and then also my gravity. So I'll take the gravity, and then I'll see. So the gravity is at 1.0. Alright, so now we have tested our final original gravity, alcohol, all that stuff. It's projected to be about 7.5% alcohol, which is alright. And we think next time it's going to be a lot better. Hoping around 9 to 12%. 14 is about where this yeast can survive. So I'm shaking this pretty good, trying not to break my counter, but trying to get little air bubbles so they'll carry the yeast around like in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, when they were drinking that carbonated soda and started floating, but reverse, so it'll bring it down. Okay, so that's aerated, and again, make sure everything's sanitized and whatnot. So this is the California ale yeast, and make sure you open it over the sink just in case, and then also give it a little shake. And then just administer yeast to your wort. Now it's officially a wort or young beer. So you can keep these. These are kind of cool. I don't know off the top of my head what you could do with it. Yeah. If anybody has any ideas, please leave it in the comment section right below this. Anyway, if anybody's watching, I don't think anybody's watching. But what I do, then I like to have the thermometer on the outside. So this is going to be its final resting place. And then I take one of these tubes, put it, there's two things on this cap. So I put it right on the one that fits the tube. And then I have a bunch of these laying around. So I fill this up with a little bit of water. Yeah, there's also things, airlocks, which you can put on there. It prevents air from going back in, just as the name entails. But lets the carbon come out. Because if you just put a cap on this, you kind of made a really weak bomb, I guess. I don't know. And then, so I take a knife and then just cut a little hole. Or a big hole, depending on how you feel. Or a square. Whatever. And then just stick that in there. And that's it. So the carbon will come out. It'll, in another day or two, it'll be crazy. Hopefully all of this will be up here. In there. Really ridiculous. So we'll check in again in another couple of days. Okay, so it's been about, I don't know, 20 hours, 24 hours. And I don't know if you can see it, but the yeast is moving. It's converting all the sugars into alcohol and also expelling carbon dioxide. So there it goes. It goes throughout there and into right here, and you can hear it kind of popping. So probably leave this for another week or so, and then we'll bottle it.